Hey guys, Holly here, and today I am introducing you to my lovely assistant Noah Lee. So some of you guys have probably spoken or liaised with Noah at some stage if you have inquired through my website or tried to get a hold of me. So finally you're getting to meet the guy in the flesh.
What's up, guys? It's great to, be able to put a face to my name, hopefully. And yeah, it's been great handling inquiries and everything, and I'm happy to get out there.
Yeah, so reason for today's video. We are undertaking a bit of a fat loss program with Noah. I think he might have been a little inspired by all the success that we've been having with our clients, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been on I dieted last summer, I reverse dieted. My main goal was to repair my metabolism over winter, and I felt at the point where I was set up to be able to start a fat loss diet, and yeah, it's going well so far.
Cool. So we're actually gonna head upstairs and take a look at all of Noah's data so we can kind of explain a few things to you guys so that you know how to apply this if you're looking to do it yourself. But firstly, Noah, so that we can kind of establish a bit of a background about where we're going with this diet, do you have a bit of a weight loss goal in mind? Perhaps we can start with what your starting body weight is, if you have some lean body mass estimates for us, and then we can kind of put on the trajectory where this is actually going to finish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I started at 206 pounds. I would say I was probably 16 or 17% body fat. Mm-hmm. And my goal is to be under 190, probably around 185-ish. Mm-hmm. Right now I'm at 195, so I've lost about 11 pounds, mm-hmm. and things are going smoothly. I mean...
Okay, so you're looking to lose like somewhere between 15 to 20 pounds for this overall diet phase?
Right, yeah.
Okay. First question I would ask, I guess, is do you have a time frame that you're wanting to kind of achieve this fat loss in, or is it something that that's the end number, however long it takes you to get there is how long it takes, or are you on a bit of a deadline for anything?
Yeah, see, I don't have any deadlines, so I knew coming into this that I wanted to take it slow, make it sustainable, so mm-hmm. I just have my numbers, and when I get there, I get there.
Great. And I think that's a really good way to approach a fat loss series or a fat loss program. A lot of people are looking to rush into it. Perhaps they've decided they've got a holiday coming up and they've only given themselves 8 weeks to start dieting. Now, that's not an uncommon thing. I have this all the time. We get inquiries about this all the time. It's like, Holly, I've got 10 weeks and I'm going to Bali for a holiday. I want to be in great shape by the time we go. And it just doesn't leave us a lot of time to achieve a really significant amount of fat loss. So my recommendation is if you are about to endeavor in a weight loss program, that you give yourself plenty of time and that you check your calendar, see what's on tap for you over the coming months, because the last thing you want to do is start a diet. It's going to be difficult at some point. So make sure that you don't have anything in the way that's kind of going to immediately interfere with your diet. So Noah, do you have any like travel arrangements or anything crazy, exams coming up, like anything that could interfere with this?
Yeah, I mean, going to school, having exams is always tough to stay on the diet. You get mm-hmm. stressed, activity gets low while you're in the library, but I'm actually going to Italy in about 3 weeks for 2.5 weeks. So
okay.
This is going to get a little difficult.
Right.
You have to stick to the process.
So this is obviously going to be a series. So obviously there's probably going to be some challenges, coming up with travel, tracking while you're away, eating new foreign foods. So yeah, definitely tune into the series because there's going to be a lot of new and different things that kind of pop up as we go through. But right now we're going to head upstairs, we're going to jump onto the computer and show you exactly how we're setting up Noah's program and some of the things to kind of look for when you're starting or undertaking fat loss. Okay, so we've just pulled up Noah's spreadsheet for all of his tracking. The first thing that I think we probably should have a look at is a bit of a trajectory as far as how much weight he should be losing or aiming to lose each week. Now, the great thing for Noah is that he's not on a time crunch. So if we're looking to optimize Noah's lean body mass and help make sure that he's not having a lot of metabolic adaptation, obviously a slightly slower approach with some diet breaks is a more favorable way to do things. A lot of people will just go straight from, A to B, no diet breaks. It's a continuous calorie deficit, so they're constantly losing weight. But we know based on the literature that that's actually not the best strategy. So it's awesome that you have some time. So we'll just pull up the calculator real quick. And so you're looking to lose about 20 pounds. So if we take this at let's say 0.8 is kind of your target. So each week Noah is looking to lose about 1.6 pounds. And that is a 0.8% of his current body weight. So depending on what your body weight is, that weekly target's obviously going to be really different because it's a percentage of your weight. So if we take that over, let's see, 12 weeks, that would give us 9.6 pounds. Does that sound right? No, that's not correct. Let me try again. 202 times 0.008 times 12. Sorry, my apologies. So 19.3 pounds. That's if he diets for 12 weeks. So we're probably going to add in, how many diet breaks would you like to add in to this program if you can?
Yeah, see, that's the tough part is, when you're on a fat loss diet, you want to lose weight and you kind of don't even want the diet break. You just want to keep losing.
Keep going, right.
So it's tough to commit to the diet breaks, but I'm fine with a couple more, 2, 3.
2, 3 more. Okay,
Yeah.
so if we add in, let's say three diet breaks during that period, so we might do it at like week 4, week 8, week 11. So overall, the total time that we're actually going to be trying to diet Noah is about 16 weeks. Okay, so if you see here on the computer, I've pulled up his progress so far. So he started up at 202 and we're now into week 6 and he's down by quite a few pounds, almost 6 pounds, which is awesome. So the first thing that we did was calculate Noah's energy requirements. So in order to do that, did you want to talk through about your physical activity, kind of what you're doing for your occupation versus your training?
Yeah, so I'm a full-time student at university. So I'm walking around campus relatively a good amount. I play golf here and there, so that's walking about 6 miles at a time every time we play golf. And I train about 6 times a week. Okay.
So based on that, we can probably establish that he's pretty active and his general occupation, so when he's at school and when he does for work, is probably a modest amount of activities. So firstly, to calculate your energy requirements, you wanted to use one of the equations that are available online, or if you know your current maintenance calories, just through tracking and seeing your weight kind of be or remain quite stable, you can also use that to determine your starting calories. So once you have your initial calculations, and we like to use the Mueller equation, that's actually available online, but if you're wanting more information about how to calculate this, you can definitely access it through our books. You can go to biolayne.store.com. I'll put the links in the description for that, but everything's available in our books. Then we're going to times that energy value by his activity. So I'm going to use probably an activity factor for Noah of around 1.5 because he's quite active. So that increases his daily energy requirements. So you don't just stop at the Mueller equation. You've then got to factor in your activity levels. So this is how we've come up with Noah's starting calories. And I think you actually had a bit of an idea about what was maintaining your weight when you started. Can you remember?
Yeah, so I remember the last calories that I was eating trying to gain weight was 3,600. And you can assume that I was trying to be in like maybe a 300-ish calorie surplus.
Yep. Okay, so if you were to go take, if you're in an active or a known calorie surplus at 3.6, then your predicted maintenance calories are probably around 3.2, 3.3. So you can see here we've given him quite a big drop for his first week of dieting, back down at 2,600. So We have set Noah's protein targets at 192. We use a range of somewhere between 2.2 and 2.9 for protein. That's to optimize lean body mass, and again, depending on your food preferences, you can choose whatever you like, whatever food choices you prefer. So 192 is Noah's protein intakes, and then we've split up his remaining calories based on his food choices. So it kind of looks like you prefer more carbohydrate than fats.
I do, yes. I definitely prefer carbs.
Yeah. So you can see here every week we've kind of dropped his calories down a little bit, but this particular week, if we go to his adherence, where are we? So we actually didn't make any changes here. So on week 2 and week 3, I held him steady. And if we actually look at his weight, it is trending down in a linear fashion. So he's gone from 201 down to 201, 200. And then I think over the weekend, he actually continued to lose. And then in those kinds of situations where there is that linear trend and there's no evidence of his weight loss kind of plateauing, when he's consistent with his targets, we didn't actually need to make another adjustment. And you can see as the next week follows through where he's consistent in hitting his targets, his weight keeps going down. 198, 198, 198. So that was a really good decision to not make any adjustments.
And I just want to point out, you'll see on here, so the week, Monday the 18th to the 25th. So that was my birthday week, and I got a little bit off on the tracking, so that's why you'll see what has been put in for fiber there.
Oh, because, it was a little lighter.
Yeah, it was actually my 21st, so some of those carbs were not used for carbs actually.
Yeah, so I actually have another table that I use that has alcohol, so I probably should add this in for you because it's nice to be able to have a drink every now and then.
Right.
So yeah, you can see he's had a diet break. His first diet break was back at his predicted maintenance. And then we've dropped him back into a slightly greater deficit here at 2450. And as you can see towards the end of the week, as he's been consistent with those macros, he's dropped down to 196. And then starting this week, again, I held his macros steady. We haven't made any adjustments because his weight was trending linearly. He is still coming down. So hopefully you have a really successful week this week, and your compliance is on point. So how are you feeling so far with the calories?
This is the first week that I've started, okay, like I'm on less food, like maybe the energy is a little bit lower in the gym. I'm definitely not going to be adding any weights to my totals right now, but yeah, no, the hunger hasn't been too bad. I've been flexible. I'm still getting mostly all the foods that I enjoy, and I'm ready to just cruise on the diet, you know.
Awesome. Okay guys, well we will wrap this video up here. Obviously follow along if you're interested in learning about how we make adjustments as we go, and I'll explain it in a little bit more detail. Obviously today we're kind of summarizing the last 6 weeks. Next week we'll go into depth with, okay, why am I making this particular adjustment? How do we come to those values and those types of things? So if you guys have questions, please leave us a comment in the section below and we will do our best to get back to you. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I would absolutely recommend you do so. We do try to give you a lot of valuable content, and go and buy our stuff as well. We have all of our books available, which the links are all in the description. So thank you for watching. Thank you, Noah, for sharing.
Thank you guys. Tune in next week for more.
See ya.